in the pursuit of truth, we have to be aware of biases, and perhaps this becomes clear most of all when we're exploring truths around the afterlife and what we will experience after we die, after the body ceases to function. And I suppose at the heart of that question is, what could possibly survive, since the body will not? What is it that would survive, if anything does? But yes, emotional bias, the fear of annihilation and non-existence, the fear of death, the desire to be reunited with loved ones. These egoic, selfish needs and desires can, I suppose, corrupt our honest loyalty to the truth when it comes to the afterlife. And I think those who are loyal to the truth on this matter have to admit that they don't really know what will happen after they die, and that it is possible that nothing at all will happen, that we will simply go unconscious and that will be that. These are all possibilities. And incidentally, many people who cling to the view that we will definitely experience nothing and go unconscious when we die are probably under the sway of emotional bias also, because we can't actually be certain of that either. Uncertainty is the only thing we can be certain of, I think, when it comes to death, in my opinion. But anyway, there is a theory, terror management theory, which says that everything that people do is an attempt to gain some kind of immortality, whether it's reproducing and having children, or whether it's obsessing over a religion which tells them that they will live forever after their body dies, or be resurrected or reincarnated, or whatever it is. Even being caught up in political ideologies that are greater than oneself. This theory is called terror management theory. It's all about how people manage that core, raw terror in the face of death, in the face of understanding their own mortality and finitude. But you know what? Potentially this, my shitty YouTube channel, perhaps the wonders of technology, are the closest to immortality we can actually get. I might die tomorrow, I might have a heart attack or be hit by a bus, and yet still I can talk to you. You can hear my voice. It is as if I am still here for you, for those who continue to live. It's kind of magical, I think. I've uploaded things to YouTube before, for example, a series of myself reading some beautiful Sufi mystical poems, which you can search for. Adam Godwin, mystical poetry, Hafiz, and you'll find it. And it's had tens of thousands of views over the years. I should have kept at it and monetized it, but anyway. And when I die, people will continue to hear me read beautiful truth through poetry, and that brings me some comfort and delight. The purpose of this YouTube channel isn't to get famous or to make money. It is to try to record myself for when I die, so that my niece, hello little Sadie if you're watching, in decades to come, when she wonders about who Uncle Adam really was, or my nephew, now I should add, Maxim. Hello Maxim, I hope life is going well for you. That's why I made this YouTube channel, is for people of the future who are curious about who I was. Not that I'm so arrogant and vain as to think that anyone ought to be curious about who I am. I assure you I am a thoroughly insignificant human being just another of the 9 billion, and all too aware of that. I won't be famous, and my ripple effect on the future will be subtle and difficult to detect for future people, I should think. But anyway, it's an interesting idea that the closest you can get to immortality is through the internet, is through recordings of yourself or writings that you create. And I'm aware that it's not who I really am. You can't see who I really am. You can see my skin, my beard, my eyes. You can hear my voice, and none of those things are who or what I really am. But perhaps those things come from me in some sense, and I can use words to try to enunciate the truth of who I am, and at least how I think, and what I think is true, and what I believe. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope that you're well, and that you have a lovely day.